Welcome back. These crime movie locations were once the backdrop for heists, murders, and unforgettable tension. Today, we compare them then and now and see how they look in real life. Please go and check out the original website in the description. The Corleone compound in The Godfather was created around two real Staten Island homes. Both survive, while the imposing walls and entrance gate were temporary movie sets. The crew violently ambushes an armored truck at this Los Angeles intersection in heat. The surrounding streets remain recognizable, despite decades of redevelopment nearby. Mr. Brown dies in this Los Angeles alley after the opening robbery in Reservoir Dogs. The alley survives, and its industrial surroundings remain recognizable from the film. Brandy's house in Boys and the Hood was filmed at this 1923 home in Los Angeles, California. The surrounding houses remain recognizable and later appeared in Don't Be a Menace. The driver meets Irene and Benicio at this historic diner and drive. Santa Clarita's Saugus Cafe dates to 1886 and remains open, preserving much of its old-fashioned character. Jungle-style chicken appears during the opening robbery in Menace II Society. The San Fernando, California building still stands and dates back to at least the early 1950s. Jackrabbit Slim's in Pulp Fiction was created inside this Glendale, California building. The structure still survives, though the property has undergone changes since filming. This Charlestown ice rink appears in the town, reinforcing the film's strong Boston setting. The Emmons Horrigan O'Neill Memorial Rink remains standing and in use. Sicario opens with the FBI raid at this Los Lunas, New Mexico house, standing in for Chandler, Arizona. The home survives without the false wall constructed for the raid. Jake intervenes during an attempted assault in this Los Angeles alley in Training Day. The alley survives, but the distinctive White House behind it was demolished in 2019. The frantic chase in Seven runs through this downtown Los Angeles alley near Broadway. The narrow passage and surrounding buildings remain recognizable decades later. Best & Company appears in The Godfather at this Fifth Avenue location in New York City. The store and building are gone, replaced by the 51-story Olympic Tower, completed in 1976. Kofi and Romina's house in The Place Beyond the Pines was filmed at this Schenectady, New York home. The residence still stands and remains recognizable from the film. The infamous pawn shop sequence in Pulp Fiction was filmed inside this Canoga Park, California storefront. The building still stands and remains recognizable from the film. Mr. Pink is struck by a car while fleeing police at this Los Angeles intersection in Reservoir Dogs. The streets and surrounding buildings remain largely recognizable. Walter White's family home became one of Breaking Bad's most iconic locations. The Albuquerque, New Mexico house still stands, though fencing now separates it from fans. Ace Rothstein narrowly survives a car bombing outside this Las Vegas location and casino. The area around North Main Street has changed substantially since the 1995 film. Jeffrey discovers a severed human ear in this field in blue velvet, beginning the film's dark mystery. The Wilmington, North Carolina location is now part of Flytrap Downs. Michael Corleone kills Sollozzo and McCluskey inside Louis Restaurant in The Godfather. The Bronx, New York building still stands, though its ground floor later sat vacant. Mickey escapes the prison work gang near Ship Rock in Natural Born Killers. The towering New Mexico landmark remains virtually unchanged and still dominates the desert. Nicky's crew shoots up a police officer's home at this Las Vegas house and casino. Built in 1966, the property was renovated in 2000 and is now virtually unrecognizable. This abandoned swimming pool appears in Con Air at the airfield in Wendover, Utah. Built in 1943 and abandoned in the early 1980s, the concrete pool still survives. Seven's unforgettable What's in the Box finale was filmed on this remote road near Lancaster, California. The landscape remains, though new power lines appeared by 2016. The Crossroads Motel in Cobra was constructed solely for filming on an empty lot in Peru, California. The set was removed afterward, and the site remains vacant today. Derek Vineyard's family home in American History X was filmed at this modest Venice, California house. The property still stands and remains recognizable from the 1998 film. Walter White and Jesse Pinkman first cooked meth at this remote New Mexico desert location in Breaking Bad, later used to bury money. The barren landscape remains unchanged. Don Vito Corleone is gunned down during the assassination attempt at this Mott Street location in The Godfather. The New York City streetscape remains highly recognizable. Chris buys explosives at this industrial site in heat before the crew's major heist. The City of Industry, California building was demolished in 2012 and replaced. Ronnie's house in Menace to Society was filmed at this modest Los Angeles home, built in 1922. Decades later, the property remains standing and is still recognizable. Mickey and Mallory stop at the Rio Grande Gorge Bridge in Natural Born Killers. Built in 1965, the dramatic New Mexico crossing still spans 600 feet above the gorge. Butch spots Marcellus Wallace at this Los Angeles crosswalk in Pulp Fiction before running him down. The intersection remains highly recognizable from the 1994 film. Mr. Orange is shot while fleeing the jewelry store robbery at this Los Angeles location in Reservoir Dogs. The Marmion Way streetscape remains recognizable decades later. Roger's house in Training Day was filmed at this 1908 Los Angeles residence. The home still stands and later appeared as Christine's house in Drag Me to Hell. Riggs' beachfront trailer and Lethal Weapon 2 stood at this Rancho Palos Verdes, California location. The site is now part of the Tornea Resort overlooking the Pacific. The Slow Club, where Dorothy Valens performs in Blue Velvet, was filmed at this Wilmington, North Carolina building. The location later became Winnie's Tavern and stays open. Jesse Pinkman's house became one of Breaking Bad's most recognizable Albuquerque, New Mexico locations. The real residence still stands and looks much as it did in the series. Ace and Nikki meet on the vast Jean Dry Lake bed outside Las Vegas in Casino. Decades later, the empty Nevada desert remains strikingly similar to its appearance in the film. This remote ranch entrance appears in No Country for Old Men, near Valentine, Texas. The isolated gate and surrounding West Texas landscape remain strikingly recognizable. Butch parks here before sneaking back to his apartment in Pulp Fiction. A new North Hollywood apartment complex now blocks the route he followed through the vacant lot. Brian races a Ferrari along Pacific Coast Highway in The Fast and the Furious, starting at this Malibu intersection. The coastal roadway remains instantly recognizable. The Marsh Mansion and Body of Evidence was filmed at Portland's historic Pittock Mansion. Built in 1914, the 46-room landmark survives and is now open for public tours. Ricky and Trey flee through this Los Angeles alley in one of Boys and the Hood's most tense sequences. The houses still stand, but gates now block public access from both ends. Archie's Ranch Market appears in American History X during the grocery store attack. The North Hollywood, California location has since changed considerably from the film. The Whitewood House in At Close Range once stood at this Franklin, Tennessee corner. Demolished in the 1980s, the site is overgrown, but its distinctive V-shaped tree survives. Kim Wexler's apartment in Better Call Saul was filmed at the Artisan Apartments in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Built in 2013, the complex remains recognizable from the series. Toretto's Market in The Fast and the Furious was filmed at Bob's Food Market in Los Angeles. Built in 1913, the historic corner store still stands and operates. Nino's Pizzeria and Drive was filmed at this Granada Hills, California storefront. When later revisited, the same location was operating under the name Vincenzo's Pizza. The Service Center in California was filmed at this Atlanta, Georgia building. When later revisited, the location housed the Atlanta DUI Academy and Alpha Bonding. Neil first meets Edie at the Broadway Deli in Heat, filmed along Santa Monica's 3rd Street Promenade. The original deli has since closed and the space has changed.